Hello everyone, this is Mr. Trudy here. This video will be about translating a simple sentence with a linking verb. Now, when we're translating a sentence with a linking verb, as with any sentence, the first step you do is find your verb. Remember, most verbs will be at the end. Linking verbs can move around a bit more freely, so they will be anywhere in your sentence. You really just have to look for it and find it. Here, our linking verb is est, so we can write an LV for linking verb under there. Now, we'll need to identify the linking verb. Est, as we will find out, is a third person verb. It is singular, and then its tense. For the first few lessons, our tense will always be present. Now, where it says translation, I just want a quick translation of the verb. Your spreadsheet for the vocab lists is, so we can put is there. Now, this tells us something very important, namely that the subject in our sentence must also be singular. So you will have what is called subject and verb agreement. So if your verb is singular, your subject must also be singular. And if your verb is plural, your subject must also be plural. Now, in sentence 2 here, we will look at the remaining words and try to identify our subject. Remember, subjects in Latin, just like in English, like to come first. So here, provincia would be our subject. Say first declension. Most first declensions are feminine. It is also singular. We have that short A ending, which we have in the nominative singular first declension. And you can see that our subject is singular, and so is our verb. We have subject-verb agreement there, so we're on the right track. Case, remember your subject will always be nominative case, and then for function, simply put subject. Now we have one remaining word left, and that is Asia. Remember, linking verbs in Latin will take what is called a predicate nominative construction instead of a direct object. The linking verb essentially equals a big equals sign. So we have provincia equals Asia. And if we identify Asia, that's our predicate nominative. It is feminine as well. It is singular. It is nominative. And that is our predicate nominative. Now we have everything in our sentence identified, so we can move to the translation. English likes the word order subject, verb, and then here we have predicate nominative. If we had a direct object, we'd have subject, verb, direct object. With linking verbs, we like subject, linking verb, predicate nominative. So we can simply keep it in the word order it is in. So we have the province is Asia. Okay. So the province is Asia. Moving down to 3, first step is we identify our verb. Here we have sunt as our verb, and it's another linking verb. Identifying this a bit more thoroughly, sunt is third. It's plural, so your third plural form of sum esse will be sunt. Your third singular est, as we had above. Our tense is present, and the translation of sunt is are. Now, if you remember, in Latin, you have what is called subject-verb agreement. Since our verb is plural, our subject must also be plural. We'll keep that in mind. The next step to do is to identify prepositional phrases and temporarily bracket them out. Remember, you will never have a subject, predicate nominative, direct object, indirect object in a prepositional phrase. So anything in that prepositional phrase, whether it be the object of your preposition or something else is never going to be in the running for your main functions in a sentence. So here we have in via as our prepositional phrase. So we know that will not be our subject, which leaves only puellae to be our subject. Puellae is another first declension, so it's feminine. We have the AE ending, so we know it's going to be nominative plural. It's right up at the beginning of the sentence where you'd expect a subject to be. So we have our subject. And once again, just to call attention to it, we have our subject-verb agreement here. So our verb is plural, and our subject is plural as well. Now what we have left is the in vi. So we can approach this two different ways. You can recognize that that long A with the make run over it is your ablative singular ending. You could also note that in often takes the ablative, or if you put both of those together, that is the best way to approach it. So we have in vi. Vi is feminine. Its number is singular. You have the long A with the make run over it, and then it's ablative, as I previously mentioned. And the one function we have that features the ablative, we have in plus the ablative, and that's our ablative place where, simply answering the question, where is it? So now we can move on to our translation. So if you have a prepositional phrase, in English, prepositional phrases feature a bit more freedom of movement than other constructions. I suggest you try to attach it onto the end of the sentence so you can keep that subject-verb order. So the translation of the sentence here would be the girls, our subject, puellae, are, the verb, sunt, and then on the street for in via. I hope this helped, and I will see you later.